Oh, Canada. Well, you probably don't want to hear me sing anymore, but that's how easy it is, man. Welcome to Canada. Here I am. Customs guy was awesome, super nice, kept up to her tradition as a Canadian, super friendly, cordial guy, easy to talk to. I had all the proper documents. I was able to show him, walk in, no problem. So make sure you have all that stuff. And come on, let's go check out the Canadian side and the Horseshoe Falls. I mean, now that we're here on the Canadian side, you can look over to the American side. And I was even talking with the Border Patrol guy about this. And you can see, you know, look at Niagara Falls on the American side. There's nothing over there. You know, no sky rises, buildings, hotels, nothing to do. There's not a lot of restaurants over there. And well, if you look over here on the Canadian side, and you saw it from before, I mean, it's booming over here. I know it's cold and icy out and stuff, but in the summertime, in the spring, even in the fall, like tourists from all over the world come to see this epic waterfall. And on the American side, well, quite frankly, there's nothing to do. So I don't know who handles that. Is that a federal thing? Is that New York State? But I mean, come on, you guys gotta give us something to do over there and be proud of our falls. So good job, Canada, on that one. And well, US, come on, you can do it. Build some casinos or some hotels or, well, restaurants and theme parks, water slides, golf courses. I don't know what the hell. I'm not a civil engineer, but we definitely need something over there to do. I guess bars would be a good thing. Shots. One thing that's really pretty badass about coming over here and to the Canadian side is, well, you get a better look at the American falls and the Bridal Falls. So if you look over here, you can see a lot better from this side. You can see not just from the side, you can see the full scale of it, but to be really next to it on the American side and to feel the power and the strength of the water, I mean, that is a must do. So once again, make sure you see both sides and all parts of the falls. All right, look at that view, baby. See, this is what I'm talking about. If you look up here, this is what they call Clifton Hill. And up that road right there, I used to hang out there a lot as a younger lad. Now, keep in mind, drinking age in Canada is 19 years old. So we'd all come over the border a few years earlier. And then, oh man, look at it. It's just, you got bars, hotels, restaurants, and there's a lot of life. And here in the summer, this place is packed. You got a casino, a giant casino right there. All kinds of activities to do up and along this road. So if you want to come out here, have a good time. You can make a whole day of it, weekend, night of it. I'm sure a lot of honeymooners come out here. You know what I'm saying? All right. And yeah, just a really fun time over here on the Canadian side. All right, so as I told you before about the Maid in the Mist, over here on the Canadian side, they have it's called the horn blower. So it's basically the same thing. They wear the red raincoats as opposed to the Maid in the Mist wears the blue raincoats. It looks like it's $25.95 Canadian, and I'm not really sure the conversion rate, but you're probably looking at about $20, $22 to check it out. So you can do it on the American side, the Maid of the Mist, or you can do it over here on the Canadian side at the horn blower. Wow, epic. Yeah, one of the really cool things about being here on the Canadian side is you get a different look at the American Falls. As you can see, you're looking straight on it, and instead of being next to it, you can see all the rocks at the bottom, all the mist coming up, all the flow of the water. It's just another view, really cool. And then over here you see the Horseshoe Falls. We're gonna get going over there and check out how epic that is up close. You really got to get next to the falls, to the side of it, because you got to feel the power of the water and the sound of the water that it makes. It's well, it's a little scary, and it just gives you the appreciation of how powerful Mother Nature can be, because it'll, you know, throw you around like a rag doll. It'll tear you up, and you got to respect that. And this beautiful waterfall is one of those places that you have to come out and see for yourself, and really to get a good feel of it. But check this out. Okay, well, this is something new and exciting for all you adrenaline junkies. As you can see, they have the Zipline launch. It looks like they got 4 cables that you can go ziplining all the way down there. I don't know, I'm guessing maybe about 500 yards or something, but you're dangling over, well, part of the pool that Niagara Falls leads into. So you got to have some pretty big cojones to get on that thing. But I'm sure it's safe. I'm sure it's a lot of fun. If you want to try ziplining, they do have it out here in Niagara Falls on the Canadian side. And yeah, pretty awesome. All right, walking up to the Horseshoe Falls. You can see it's called Horseshoe Falls, well, because of the shape. And you can see where it starts right here, and it bends around and forms a horseshoe. If you look down where all that mist is, that's the pocket, that's where the horn blower, that's where the Maid of the Mist is gonna take you to. And you're gonna go right down in there, up against the falls. So if you're afraid of waterfalls, that's not a good thing to try. But look how massive this thing is. We're gonna get a closer look, but I just wanted to give you a whole longer shot and a frame of what the Horseshoe Falls looks like. It's such a beautiful, impressive, natural wonder of the world that, man, let's go. Okay, apparently this man right here is talking to birds and communicating with birds. You got a bunch of tourists watching them, but he's now waving to them. But you guys, he was literally talking to birds. All right, let's keep moving on. I'm still not right on top of it, but man, you can feel the pounding in your heart from the amount of water flow that is crashing down into this small river down below. It's just fascinating to see. It's mesmerizing to watch. Let's get a little bit closer and I'll show you what it's like and how fast this water is actually flowing. Okay, now those of you that are wondering, hey, can I go see the Canadian Horseshoe Falls on the American side? Yes, you can. And I'm gonna tell you, if you would have crossed over to Goat Island, then you would have came all the way across the island in this little area right here. Okay, this area is where you can stand. But once again, you only be able to see the side of the Horseshoe Falls. But you can see the Horseshoe Falls from the American side over there, but it's much, much better to see over here on the Canadian side. And there's a lot more to do over here. So yeah, lots of people from all over the world you're gonna meet. And I mean, look at that. I'm gonna go ahead and get even closer, but that thing is magnificent. And well, you always want to go where the people are. That's probably where something awesome is. So you can see just by the sheer volume of tourists that this is the spot to be checking out the Horseshoe Falls on the Canadian side. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, Nikola Tesla had a lot to do with the invention and the creation of the hydropower here at Niagara Falls. So here is the statue of him here in the Canadian side. The statue on the American side is much bigger, but it's nice to give credit to Nikola Tesla. And most people aren't familiar with his innovative ways with hydropower, but here it is. He was one of the pioneers. He was the one that helped create this epic waterfall into hydropower, and well, we still use it today. So thank you, Nikola Tesla. All right, well, one thing about this waterfall is as you get closer, you can see the giant cloud of mist as my glasses are getting fogged up and the camera might be getting a little messed up, but look at the power on this massive waterfall. I mean, you just can't imagine how strong that water is and how much flow is here. And like I mentioned before, here you can see that it's in the shape of a horseshoe. That's a real good shot right there. That is why it's called the Horseshoe Falls. I mean, it's an absolute marvel, one of the great natural wonders of the world. And when you're up close on it and you're feeling it and you're feeling the mist on you and you can feel the power of the thunder when the water is hitting the bottom part of the river, it's just an epic feeling, and you need to come out here and see it yourself. Wow, look at the water gushing down over the hill, this sucker. Holy cow, look at that. Fascinates me. You know, I grew up here. I've been coming out here for a long time, many times over the years, and every time I come out here, I'm just amazed at how beautiful and how magnificent, just looking at water. And you don't really think anything of it. You're, oh yeah, it's just a waterfall. I've seen many waterfalls. But if you've never seen Niagara Falls, man, you just haven't seen it. This is it. This is the one. This is the mega, the colossal, man. Oh. Now as I'm about, I don't know, 50 feet from the edge, from the actual waterfall, you can see right here. I'm looking at it and I'm tranced by the white and the blue of the water and how fast it's flowing over it. And I gotta say to myself, or think to myself, who in their right mind would go over this thing? What kind of crazy son of a gun would go over this? You know, there's been daredevils throughout all the years going over and, well, barrels and boats, and, well, unfortunately, some people don't always make it, especially in the early days, but you just gotta sit here and look at the power of this thing and ask yourself, who the hell would go over the water? Look at this. I mean, that is some scary stuff right there. I'm standing about 10 feet away from it, and you can see this is where the water is going over, and it's going into this huge vortex, and it's going down. And if you survive the water, there's giant rocks at the bottom that will crush you. But the power is amazing. You have to be here to see it. I can't imagine going over this thing. Just looking at it flow is mesmerizing. You need to come out here in Niagara Falls and check it out. Here's another look right up against the falls. And you can see the rapids are rough right here, but then it just gets closer to the edge and plunk, you're done, finished. I mean, look at this. This is awesome. It looks like fresh cotton candy is just flowing over. And the movement, I don't know, I would have to say around 20 miles per hour, but the water is also ice cold, so you just can't help but sit here and wonder, hello? You know, people want to get involved in Travel Man Dance. What can I say? you know, it's pretty cool just coming out here. You got people from all over the world. You can see it's all fogging up behind me in the mist. Really, what a beautiful wonder of the world this is. Oh, hey guys, how you doing? I'm out here reading my favorite book, YouTube Secrets, written by Sean Cannell and Benji Travis. This book is great. It's really helping me grow my channel. If you get a chance to read it, I suggest you go ahead and you pick it up and you learn from them. They're genuine, they're authentic, and the book's great. Oh yeah, Niagara Falls is pretty cool too. Well, that's gonna do it for us today. Oh man, that was amazing. I hope you had a wonderful time. I hope you saw some epic things. I hope you learned some things. And most of all, I hope you got inspired to come out here to Niagara Falls, both the American side and the Canadian side, and see it for yourself. If you haven't already, go ahead and smash that sub button, ring the bell, give me a like, leave me a comment below. Let me know where you want to see me go next. I'm Travel Man Dan, and remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it.